I'd like to give a message to all the males out there. From one male to another male, from one man to another man, from one gentleman to another gentleman, and from one angel to another angel. And look, Lucifer was an angel, one of God's greatest, most beautiful. But look, he cast him down to earth. The only way we can ever make it back through heaven's gates is as a gentleman. We got to show that gentleness in us. We got to show that we matured and find something greater than ourselves. The man is not the greatest thing. Maybe on earth. I'm a good man on earth. I'm a beast of a man on earth. Trust me. Okay, but God don't care about the man in me. Okay, and I'm going to have to learn how to be submissive to him. And out of my manifestation, I come to earth. God sent his angel to earth as a male, my sex. I live out my manifestation as a boy, a man, and a gentleman. And I have to practice on earth first with something greater than me. And to me, the only thing that's greater than me on earth is a goddess. Anything that can truly bleed for 7 days, carry a child for 9 months, and live through a birth, come on. See, man is from God's blood. I believe a female is from God's rib. That gives her the capability because the marrow that's inside that rib gives her the capability to be able to bleed the blood of God, carry the child of God's, and live through the birth of God's child. To me, that's a goddess. I think a goddess is higher, much higher than an angel. And I will always be a gentleman and get on my knees and serve that goddess. Even though her manifestation, she comes to earth as a female, her sex. She lived out her manifestation as a girl, a woman, and a lady. Me as a man, if she doesn't let me own the man in her, that means too much man in her. And she don't let me own the male. The only way I can own him is willing to be her gentleman. But she got to make sure the G in me is everything that she's willing to submit her man and male to. And that means I own her man. I will become the man in her. I will become the male in her. And my G in me is everything that she needs in me. The G in me, the gentleness. And ask yourself, ladies, that spot that we come from and we do everything in the world to get back to, is that a tough spot or a gentle spot? Then ask yourself, is a man a tough man or a gentle man? What is it? What do a man play with around another man? Do we act gentle with each other or do we act tough with each other? Do we act like we the biggest thing in the room, trying to handle it? Or do we act gentle? Stop asking for a man. A man is a tough creature. We're trying to go to a gentle spot. The only thing that belongs there is what it is. You need a gentleman. You don't even care about the men in him. You care about the gentleness. Because the gentleness, and when the man takes care of the mental and emotional, the man is only focused on the physical part of you. And you turn that P into something important. If he wants that physical part of you, he has to be willing to parent the child from what comes from that physical activity. He has to be willing to provide for the lady, not the woman. No man wants a woman. There's too much man in her. And not a wife. God don't care about a husband and wife. God and Jesus was not a husband, and Mary was not a wife. That is a title to a man's contract. If you do not sign that contract, you're not allowed to call yourself a husband and wife. But God do believe in a union and a commitment. And that commitment comes way before that child comes involved. A commitment is between two people meeting each other. Nothing even on the physical. The physical part of a relationship is the least important. It's that mental and emotional connection between two people, and that's that commitment. God knows that. If you think this, but you say this, God looking at you like, hey, that's not what you're thinking. You have free will. And the free will is not to judge the individual you're around, but to judge yourself on what you're doing, why you're doing it. If you feel negative about what you're doing and it's not right, you choose to do it. You choose to do it, nobody else. If you claim or blame somebody else, you can't blame somebody else for how you choose to live. That is yours and yours alone. God gave you that free will. God don't even make that choice for you. If you're a negative creature and you send God negative thoughts, God will send you negative thoughts back. Trust me on that one. The most powerful thing you have is not what you say, but it is what you think. If you take the time and connect yourself and believe in your thoughts, that they are truly with God, it ain't nothing, no power. I don't care what man. It can be the president of the United States. It can be a king. It can be whoever on earth. God don't care about earthbound words. Your thoughts are heaven-bound. And he reads them. He knows them. It's up to you to send him the ones that you know is right. Your positive thoughts, not your negative thoughts. You send him negative thoughts, he's going to send you negative thoughts back. And he's going to watch you to see what you're going to choose to do. And once you receive those thoughts and you know they're negative, that free will is for you to choose. You can't blame it on nobody else but yourself. If you know, come on. And in your heart is something wrong and you don't speak up about it, you don't speak your thoughts, then that means you deny God. I can care less about religion. If I believe in religion, I believe God hates himself. We run from Jehovah's. Catholic can't stand Christian, Christian can't stand Catholic. And I apologize if I offend somebody, but the truth is the truth. If your thoughts are corresponding, God hears your thoughts after you hear this message. It's not for you to speak the words. Speak what you think, what you truly feel, because God knows what you're thinking. I don't need your religion to speak to you. You don't need to know mine. I believe in God. I believe in everything about God. I don't need to know your religion to speak to you and know you. I can care less about my words. I walk in light, I walk in the earth, and I mean no one no harm. But you better believe it. God gave me this strength. Somebody means me harm, I'm going to do what the God's strength he gives me to protect myself in every aspect of way. I am an angel of God's. I truly am. And I try to be. I try to live up to that. My true goddess is my mother. And anybody that comes behind her, any woman in my life that chooses to be a lady for me, hey, I'm a soldier of God's, I'm a soldier of hers, and I'm a soldier of any goddess. The first goddess I serve is my mother. I understand that. That's how it is. Not to be argued. Right or wrong, doesn't matter. It's my mother. And she truly is a goddess. And it takes a goddess to make a mother. A mother cannot make a goddess. A mother does not have the power of a goddess. A goddess has the power to bleed for 7 days, carry a child for 9 months, and live through a birth. And going through that, and once you babysit God's child correctly, in the right way, it's up to that child and that child alone to call you mother or father. I'm a man of 6 foster fathers. I foster relationships with the men, no different from my foster mothers. And when they took care of me, made me feel like I was a son, they used to come out my mouth like throwing. Mom, Dad. I used to beat myself up about it. A lot of foster children. I don't want to believe in this fake family, this phony family, this foolish. Fake, phony, foolish. Why? They don't really love me. Phony? I think they love their kids more than me. Foolish? It's foolish for me to give my love to something that can be taken so easily. It's scary. So guess what? When I come to realize it's a reward for me to crown them because they choose to babysit me as one of God's children and love me for that, there's bad and good in everything. It's not for me to judge them and question them. God will do that. And they will have to answer to him. It's for me to make it through my life and understand my puzzle pieces to make it back to heaven's gates. And understand this. Everything outside of heaven's gates is hell. Until we get back through the heaven's gates, don't settle for what's on earth. The biggest trick the devil ever played was make you think he wasn't real. But guess what? Is he making you think earth ain't hell? Because everything outside of heaven's gate to me is hell. Regardless of what you may call it and mass it. And some of the things that go on today, we say we in this together. Do we really mean that? I'm an officer. I get people out of jail. I got harassed by police. I mean no one no harm. But yet we claim we into this together. I wish we were. We're all God's children until you truly understand that and believe that. And God knows your thoughts. Regardless of what you say, He knows what you're thinking. You can't hide that. And if you think you are, you're a fool. You're truly a fool. It hurts to see so much death, yet nobody cares. And again, I understand government. It's inhumane not to deplete the numbers if they know we cannot sustain the amount of people that we have. And we consume more than what we need. That's between you and your maker. When you know you shouldn't be consuming and just living flawlessly and foolishly and for whatever reason. My thoughts, and understand this. A prayer is nothing but a moment of meditation that you take the time to meditate and speak to God. A dream is a pleasant thought that sneaks up upon you when you sleep. And a nightmare, it's a thought that God wants to disturb you and make you remember and face it. True strength is to face your weakness. Learn to deal with it. Learn to be strong in it. Learn to understand it. Then you learn true strength. It's not to just try to be strong all the time. The things that you run from, you choose not to deal with, those thoughts that go through your mind, you're not dealing with God. They're disturbing thoughts. My thoughts are always, God has always connected me. God always had Bluetooth and Wi-Fi before anybody else had it. Believe in what you see and you hear and you feel, your mental and your emotional. The physical is least important. Truly understand that. But I do like to say everybody that's out there serving and doing what they can to make everybody else living better, thank you. And that's from the bottom of my heart. Much love. This again, spoken by the G. Again, just my thoughts and the things that I believe in. We got to practice somewhere and show gratitude and appreciation for things greater than us. You always got to put that carrot in front of you. You don't need somebody else to tell you. You know what you feel. Believe in what God's sensed in you, put in you. Believe your thoughts. Your thoughts, a whisper from God, comes in the form of a thought that's inside your mind. If He wanted everybody to hear it, He would say it aloud amongst all of us. Take the time and connect yourself with your thoughts. That means you're connecting yourself with God. Much love. We're in this together. Now show us.